Okay, and we back, and Rosetta should be along shortly. So, but yeah, let's see. Oh, well, let's see.
Uh,
Let me,
Who knows? Maybe we might even get Robin here.
you never know. This is just sort of a general blah, whatever. That's it. It's Saturday. I'm tired. What do you fucking want? Okay.
Uh,
And
I
this one,
like it when Rob comes in. He's fun.
I can go ahead and hit the monetization thing and not have to worry about something going weird on me. Because send out the links.
Yeah, when I was using that picture on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was always asking me who that baby was over my shoulder.
Hold on.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Well, full disclosure, the picture's taken at my mom's condo, and that was a painting of actually, I think it's a Filipino, or something, little girl picked up, and she's got the baby on her back, and Steph's standing right in front of the kid. So it looks like she's got a head growing out of her shoulder, you know, other than hers. Something.
uh,
But okay. But yeah, I think as time goes on, as long as we're on a thing, a totally unrelated thing. Again, this could go many directions. I'm not going to put this in a playlist just yet. I mean, a lot of this is with being pushed by Rachel Levine at Health and Human Services, been
oh,
pushing this
you mean
crap.
Mr. It?
Yes, once that idiot's gone, and we get someone in there with a brain, then all that stuff will go bye bye. The therapists will actually be able to do their jobs and provide therapy and be able to say, no, you're not trans. Your borderline personality disorder is acting up. Okay, that your PTSD has gone off the scale. Actually, be able to get some proper therapy and not
Mm-hmm.
cheerleading for this, bunch of baby mutilating, child mutilating monsters we've unleashed.
Oh, this is not exactly on topic, but
Mm-hmm.
I just saw something on Cherie Curry's
Oh yeah.
yeah, something about some woman who, from I guess FEMA
Mm-hmm.
asking
Oh
to
yeah.
stay back over.
She has since been fired.
Heard there might even be charges filed.
There could very well be something because that when you're directing FEMA officials to ignore houses with Bush with not with the Trump signs
Trump.
in the Trump ban sign and ignore them. Bullshit. The hurricane hit everybody's house the same damn way. You should treat them the same. Plus, also something the Sticks pointed out when he was doing his video. That was a hurricane that blew through. How do you know that's their sign in the yard? You could very well be denying to two Harris voters, you morons.
Yep.
You could have blown it from someone else's yard, okay? So that's the sort of thing. Is like, no, you don't do that. Just general human decency. You don't do that kind of thing. What the hell kind of mindset? Oh, just don't give them. Fuck you, bitch. You can join Kamala, work in the drive-through, okay? What's it? This. What's it? Where are we on? Let me go and fire up Paint Shop Pro here soon. By the way, no, just
Yeah. Ow.
let me just get over here. Pull up the picture I put. I think I put it over here. Yeah. Yeah. What you're looking forward to, kids, by pulling this stupid shit? Hold on. That's what you're looking at. Like I said, Orange Thanos, you know? Grok is fun sometimes. You know? But yeah, I should do another picture of him snapping his fingers.
Oy.
Like, you really want to push this? You know, you have given him no reason to be nice to you. This is the time for no. It's time for payback for a while, okay?
And payback, much like karma, is a bitch.
Yeah, let's look at what they had tried this election cycle before Rosetta gets in here. They tried to have him removed from the ballot in a few states, including here. They had him brought up on umpteen number of, pardon the pun, trumped up charges. All in various levels of bullshit. They changed the laws in New York to allow some of these charges to be made. They charge him with stuff that is clearly within his rights as a former president.
Oy.
And when that didn't work, they inspired the people that call it a thing to inspire somebody to try and take a shot at him. Twice. And notice that was the only time a Trump rally was carried live on CNN. You think maybe they were tipped off, hey, carry this one. Something's going to happen. Real nice. You think maybe they wanted, CNN to carry his head exploding like a zit on international television?
Oy.
I said, whether you look at it as God spared his life or like Bill Maher says, the luckiest motherfucker on the planet, either way. That nitwit took that, clipped his ear. Like, you just won him the election, asshole.
Yep.
One thing better than a martyr is one that survives. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I did some digging and finally figured out where, where the First Lady and their families end up living.
What?
The house on the U.S. Naval Observatory grounds.
That's the vice president.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, the vice president. You said first ladies.
Well,
Melania is staying with Donald in the White House, okay?
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
I meant to say
yeah, no, I told you that.
VPs.
Yeah, Naval Observatory.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of weird, but okay.
Very nice house, though.
I'm sure it is. It's the vice president, I think this dingbat was one heartbeat away from becoming president just because and especially considering that Joe's already had a few aneurysms in his life, which explains some of the brain damage. But it's like, and again, considering the age and getting more feeble every day, she could still wind up being president for a few months, just because. He doesn't necessarily have to resign. And there, have fun. So at least we declare the first female president was a Democrat.
Oh, wow.
For all of 3 months,
Yeah, I've been checking, constantly, but yeah, apparently the only holdout so far is Nevada in the electoral college.
Well, I think that they've already called Nevada.
You sure about
I
that?
checked it. They finally called it. There's some lower, there's some down the thing line, or voices they're arguing about. Arizona's the only holdout now, and I think because they finally, well, again, it's another case of the vote is going, it's decidedly going for Trump, and that, but it's the down ballot race, especially and one election guy who's got a definite hate boner for Carrie Lake. And it's like they're determined not to let her in the Senate. And it's like, I think some of the other counties, though, are starting to play. No, let's show yours first. That's why because I think Pima County's kind of, and that's a very conservative area. They're kind of slow walking their stuff. Because they're kind of like, no, come on, Maricopa, come on, let's see yours. We'll show ours when we see yours, okay? They're not going to give them they're not going to know. Yeah, you need to manufacture this many votes. No, because I think they're going like Maricopa will release a few, and then Pima will list a few more, and the Pima County votes are going very heavily for Carrie Lake.
Hey.
But it's like Razorfist. It's like Nevada, home of Freddos and fraud, had all their votes counted before Arizona. Okay.
So, what do you want to bet that come the next election, Tulsi Gabbard will be running?
I think what will likely happen is I think it's probably going to be Vance. It's gonna be Vance Gabbard.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Even though she's a few years older, it's like he will be the incumbent vice president, and the likely heir apparent. So let's see. Yeah, Arizona's the only one playing games right now. Everyone else has said, no, give it up, okay?
Yeah. The only thing I hate even more than, just plain old Democrats is these rhinos who just, all of a sudden, it's like one moment they're on your side and then the next.
I know. Let's see if Fox News still has some of their live feed going here.
And you got like the whole entire Cheney family.
I know, and it's like, really, we got Dick Cheney. Yeah, you got the guy you were calling a warmonger just a few years ago, and now you're bragging about having an endorsement. Okay, Fox has still got the Arizona's in, but let's look at this. It's like, who are you fooling, guys? Okay, seriously.
Okay, that one looks to be kind of old.
It's the live feed from Fox News Channel.
Huh. Oh, apparently
they should also have one.
Apparently their data ain't so live.
Well, they've been pretty slow all along through this. So.
Because last I checked, Trump was up to 301.
Yeah, I know. Other sources have already called Nevada, and that's where that's where 301. Just Arizona, because the thing is they're still sitting at 70% of the count. It's like, and they're really dragging their ass on that. Okay, so where is the house?
So pretty much a landslide, huh?
Yeah, it's not an historic one, but it still qualifies as a landslide. Here we go. That's the one I wanted for.
Of course, if if Arizona finally stops dragging ass, then.
Well, I think they've dragged the guy who was running the vote out, kicking and screaming, and replaced him with somebody else. It's like, no, enough. Okay, you stop playing games. Okay, this is 189. That's gone down. Okay. We still got 3 Senate races out there being argued over. But again, we got 52. We got the majority. You're not going to do anything. But I was pretty sure the Democrat at one point, that was like 199 for the one point. So there's still some shiftiness thing here. And the House is a thing we need. Let's get shift back here. Yeah, we need another 14 votes to go our way to maintain the majority.
Yeah, apparently
and even then it'd be like 1 vote, but yeah.
Our favorite congresswoman ended up getting back in.
Yeah, more, nothing really changed out here. Everyone, all the incumbents got re-upped, so nothing really changed, or the party didn't change at least.
And I believe Nancy Mace is still in.
Yeah, I did. Again, even in these wave, like usually it's like very little change.
Yeah.
But when the margins are as close as they are, there we go.
Yeah. Well, I said I was finishing something up, so
okay, no problem. The state of the election and how Arizona's still dragging their ass.
I don't want to talk about that.
All right,
that's what you're going to talk about.
Just wrapping that up. Yep.
Working.
The wagon.
How's it looking so far?
Good in there. Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think, Steph?
You got the bottom half.
Very nice.
Well, part of the bottom half. I'm still working on this side.
What the hell?
Finished. Part done. Finished. Part done.
Whoops. Why it won't let me do this? Come on. There we go. Try that again.
All right.
Finally got it to respond.
See the finished side? You can see the beads here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. On this side, it's part of it's beaded and part still the numbers and skews.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching these when they have enough letters, when they have a lot of colors.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the letters and you'll see like what I shared in the group the other day where it was calling to fatal.
Okay.
I'm in diamond art groups where people literally have a dedicated segment of them that just collect pictures of the letter code spelling out things like slag, fuck, C word, and stuff like that. And they just collect the pictures of it.
One of our evolutionary traits was pattern recognition. It's like, even when there really isn't a pattern to recognize, just random shit.
Well, random shit can still end up filling out a pattern that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these patterns are loads of fun, right? My sparkly beads for the trims. You can see these aren't quite the same type.
Cool.
Bit of a different color and style.
Hey, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, speaking of patterns, I think one of my favorite quote-unquote patterns of all time is that little pattern they kind of made in the lights of the flyover of Caprica in the original Battlestar.
Yeah.
I mean, I never noticed that until you told me about it.
Well, again, it was one of the very tiny thing on the bottom of, like the bottom right thing of the screen. It's a moving shot, so it goes by quick. But the lights of the night lights over in Caprica very quickly fuck off.
It
went out on national television.
Meanwhile, I've just been watching more Sexted Boss podcasts.
Oh boy.
One of which was a lovely story about what happened with a new Prince Albert and a magnet on a fridge.
Ow!
Which apparently was a very strong magnet used to hold boards and stuff up to the fridge and ended up in an ER visit.
Did you ever see the video, the little gag video they did for the MTV Movie Awards? Their version of the Council of Elrond. And they discussed what to do with the disposition of the ring. Except we got 2 additions there: Jack Black, Donovan Zettelf, and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'm getting more and more convinced that I need to take a lot of the sexcapades that I've had and other people have had and start writing them in anonymously to that podcast.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Just
will you let us know that it's them they're talking about? It's you they're talking about them.
But if I let you know, then that kills the point of being anonymous and not wanting everyone to know it was me.
Oh, we can keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they inserted into the thing though, where it's like, produce the ring, and then Jack, and it's like, Sarah Michelle, okay, Jack, you got the ring. Okay, here's the thing. Me and a couple of boys got down to the bar, the pub, and got a little too much meat, and drops pants, and apparently he had to use turn the Prince Albert. And it's like, you mean you took the ring of Sauron, and you put it in your little hobbit? And he's going, hey, this one goes where all the ladies like to go. You're disgusting. And he starts telling off the whole group there, but eventually,
I was sitting backstage doing a hangout.
Uh-huh.
With both of my best friends and my husband when we watched that one too, and they're all 3 guys are sitting there going,
yeah,
through that part, laughing and cringing at the same time.
Notice the crash. Oh, okay, let's get this bitch to Mount Doom.
Is it there? It's really graphic the way the guy describes it. He describes the sensation of the squeezing of the magnet, pulling it, and everything, and. That says, I won't go into details on how they got it off. Let's just say that the guy at the ER, it's about the time it says that, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And apparently got caught by his friend and the friend's family with this situation because they came running down the house to see what the screaming in the kitchen was.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the guy did a homemade episiotomy.
He didn't even mess with the magnets. He got close to one that was a high-power magnet on the fridge, opening it, and it sucked him in.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I think the easiest thing in that case is just remove the magnet.
He couldn't. He tried.
Oh.
He couldn't just take the magnet off it.
Oh, Lord.
I was listening to this one going, oh dear God. And he describes this. He says, and it grabbed the Prince Albert I had just had fitted the day before. It's like, oh, that was a new wound too. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a new wound. Mm. This is making Bob cringe in pain, isn't it?
That's the thing. That's the Again, women don't understand. It's like when we would see a guy get kicked in the nuts. Every guy in the area says, "Ooh."
Oh, come on. We have our own versions of that. Just because it's not the same thing doesn't mean we don't understand.
There's a sense of empathy that, oh, yeah, I know that pain. I can imagine that pain.
We women get the same thing with some of our pains, don't we, Steph?
Yeah.
And tell me you have not cringed for any girl who gets a nice little punt up there or a titty twister or shit. Let alone the female issues.
Yeah.
Oy.
Well, yeah, we don't really have many male issues, so that's kind of everyone at some point, every guy at some point has gotten kicked in the nuts or whatever, or hit it or racked.
I know, I kicked some guys there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that proudly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or slipped off the bicycle seat onto the bar.
I
still want to understand. Why they put the lowered bar that makes it easier not to land on it on girls' bikes and not male bikes.
The girls, it's supposedly to accommodate for the dresses, because this goes back.
Yeah, well, it's bullshit. And men's bikes should have that bow. So if they land, they're not going to go, I can't have kids anymore.
Of course, there could be you actually, end up going farther, and then you really don't. You do more damage.
Oh, and you
Just
know
a couple
what?
of inches, it's going to hurt like hell. You go like a couple of feet, it's like, oh, God. Then,
Yeah, but you should be able to
then we're
stop
talking
yourself with
surgery.
your legs by then.
I know, but,
Hmm.
It's one of those things. I know the technical history of it,
yeah.
but it should have been changed fucking years ago.
Yeah, when women stopped wearing long dresses to ride bicycles.
Which was
Honey,
dumb as shit.
Yeah, it was always dumb, yeah.
honey,
What?
I just thought of something.
That's dangerous.
When you guys were talking about bikes and stuff just now, I just thought of something.
Why are you allowing her to do that?
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
Finish your thought. I'm just being a smartass.
Okay. Basically, if we can manage to find one of those 3-wheelers that I was talking about before, you could go back and forth to the store, no problem.
You talking the same kind of 3-wheeler that you got hit by a car in?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, she wants to turn you into one of those douchebags on 2 or 3 wheels in the middle of the road.
Not necessarily.
Get me a big old tricycle. Basically, what we're talking here.
I mean,
I'm in love with my little red tricycle. It has wheels and spokes that don't speak till they're spoken to, and a little bell that I can ring. When I am riding my little red tricycle, why do people always stop me and say, "Why must you ride on your little red tricycle at your age? You know you're 43." I didn't really steal the tricycle from my grandmother. It followed me home.
Now, all this being said, if they came up with an adult-sized big wheel, that I'd be all over. Okay?
There's motorcycles that are pretty close to that with the spiders and trikes.
I'm not surprised.
Because for muscle balance and for medical issues, a lot of these old bikers move to spiders and trikes, the 3-wheel motorcycles. And I want one. I fucking want one because I miss riding. I can't do it with my balance issues and my tics.
Yeah. Right there.
Fuck. But
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't make it out of the parking lot.
At least she didn't say penis juice.
Give her time.
Don't mention the ticks. You can set them off doing that, you dumb bitch. Fuck off.
Sorry. Oh, damn.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, shut up, asshole.
Oh, Steph, I got something given to me by my British friend that I bet you'll be jealous of.
Oh, dear.
Oh, come on.
One sec. They're so cute. Come here, you. Come here, box. This box is stuff that my boys gave me today.
Oh, okay.
This box is stuff that my boys gave me today. This, which is going to be my next project after I finish this dragon.
Anything particularly British or just general artsy stuff?
Just general artsy. There's a bunch of different nature ones, some different scenic stuff, some flowery ones, some dragonflies, some dream catchers, some surrealist eye art, some. I got spoiled. The boys spoiled me today. All of them. So, but I got these from the Limey Boy. These all came in a kit together. They are wooden hardbacked. They all use the same bead kit, have the exact same SKU numbers, all that. So you don't only have to kit it up once, all that. And they're little wall arts of
little mousies and a kitty. And an elephant.
And
panda.
These 4 together, aren't they not adorable?
Yeah.
These ones are small enough they would act, and because they're hardback, you could pretty much almost work on these at any spot in any position. Has she actually tried the one you got her yet?
No, and she wouldn't anyway. I didn't be the one that does it. So.
She needs to try doing them. They're really actually good for your hand-eye coordination when you have medical issues.
Well,
they're actually used as therapy for a lot of people with disabilities.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I just spotted it.
So what you need to do is just have like a little tray table next to your seat where you rest all the time.
Well, she's in bed all the time.
Yeah, and you can even just do it off the edge of the bed, sit up and on the edge of the bed and do it sometimes, stuff like that.
Yeah, and
just doing it a few minutes a day helps with your hand-eye coordination.
And here's the drawing board I can take it onto.
I know plenty of people who will pin them onto hard boards and stuff and just lay in bed and do them. I'm finicky with my fuck off. With my ticks, I'm not going to be doing this anywhere where I don't have stable ground to put the bead trays on.
Yeah.
But this is going to be my next set. Aren't they adorable? How much do you think that it costs to get 4 of these?
I imagine the shipping costs more than the actual purchase price. No?
It's through Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to see what my
the entire price for these 4 was $10.
Oh. Okay then.
I can't wait to see what my kitty looks like when she gets done with it.
Yeah.
When I get a chance.
Yes, patience.
It's Christmas season. I have a bunch of people I have to do projects for first. Also, I got something ordered today that's going to be here Monday. It's a set of 8, and they're different versions of the Grinch doing different activities with a Santa gnome.
Oh, boy. No, I'm kind of faced with I don't know, not really a dilemma so much, but just, because, they're finally releasing a model of the Cerritos from Lower Decks.
Fuck off.
And the cost of the standard thing, around $53, which is, that standard price nowadays for a model that size, but same scale as the Enterprise D model and the Enterprise C.
Don't even think about it right now.
Not right away, no. But the dilemma thing is because Auto World, who owns Polar Lights, they're directly through them. They're doing a special edition of it with matching, because there was an episode of Lower Decks where Tindy and Rutherford are building a model of the Cerritos. And they show the box art of a few times. And they have duplicated that box art. So it's kind of a little meta thing. So between that and also there's a poster in it. In fact, let me go ahead and pull that up here. And that's a real. I don't really. The box is like, it's cute, but
I don't really care about that, but I will humor you because why the fuck not?
And it's my stream. So.
Well, if you were ending the stream and I said I wouldn't mind hanging out with you, you also could have just set up a backstage where we could watch crude humor and tell bad jokes that we get in trouble with here.
I can do that later. Okay.
How long are you staying up? Because I don't know when I'm going to bed.
I don't know. I just want to get something because here we go.
He had to walk back from Walmart, so probably not for much longer.
Well, we'll see about that. But,
Steph?
Yeah?
I'm going to put this nicely. You're not the insomniac in this group. Me and him are. You're usually sacked out snoring when we're still awake.
Yeah, this is a poster that comes with it. I don't know. It's a good size. This would be fun. This is the only real selling point I got for this, getting this on the wall.
This is all the beads that those 4 boards need. They're really not big. They're just about 7.5 inches each way.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be gorgeous if I do them upright, add my fancy little sparkle trim on each one, and add some little splashes on them.
Yeah.
Gorgeous wall art, right? I got spoiled today.
Yeah.
And I realized, shit, I'm working really hard trying to get the ones done that everybody's been giving me. I've got multiple books with between 60 to 100 some odd diamond arts in each one. And I just got over 60 more from people today.
Wow.
Sing the praises.
But I went back to Mom's place. I went to Mom's place and went, okay. So maybe I thought I had 3 to 4 diamond darts at Mom's place. I knew I had the 2 Mishas. I knew I had Gad Siegel, and I thought I had the one I needed to finish for Mom's mom. what I brought back from mom and dad's place, mom's now place,
Mhm.
after I gave several of them to my niece,
Mhm.
what I came home with was almost 40 more diamond darts, including a bunch of giant ones that were in that closet
Mhm.
that I apparently forgot I'd stashed in there when they were sent to me as gifts from the Brit and several others years ago
Mhm.
when I lost dad.
Right.
Hey,
So
Captain Sabo.
Now this, again, I'm going to sing the praises of the show. This ship is not some little knock. They really put some thought into this and proper design thing. Because I think because one of Mike McMahon's edicts is like, no, we're not doing a cartoon spoof. We're going to do a proper Star Trek show, just with more laughs. And so they put some serious thought into this show, into this
I
ship.
was mid-sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I was mid-sentence actually finishing my thought.
Okay, finish.
Which I'm trying to remember now.
Okay.
So I was getting at there. So I came back and calculated because I had a whole bunch of big ones before. I was kitting those up to use to put together for a bunch of stuff over Christmas to start doing for a bunch of people over the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I added in all the ones I came home with, let me calculate a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got around 50 of the giant ones. Ranging in size from 40 by 40 all the way up to one that's almost 6 feet long.
Wait. How about just do one of the Bayou Tapestry? It's only about 30 feet. Yeah. Taking about 12 years.
The swan the one that's going to take me the longest is not the one that's almost 6 feet long. That one's still round dots.
Yeah.
The one that's going to take me the longest is about 4 feet long and about 2.5 feet wide. And it's fucking square drills. Square drills have to be placed on precisely. On average, they take people 3 to 4 times longer to do than round drills. Now do you see the problem?
Yeah. Hey, numbnuts.
What?
Can you get me a soda?
Penis juice.
Hold on. No, I said they really put the work in on this to make it a proper grounded in the Star Trek universe. And the secondary warp coils. It's not just the standard you got. No, you got backup warp coil. The intermix chamber, the warp core, is ginormous. This is something you like see on a starbase. And in case you're wondering, where the crew is, the lower decker crew is they're down around here. Actually, little bunks in the hallway down here somewhere. Actually, no, over here. This is where they were, back in the back. Because you got a nice view of the secondary hull. Just no privacy to speak of because you're literally in the hallway in a bunk.
So,
but I like the whole thing about the reason why the registry number and name is on the back of this is they're going to be towing other ships. This is what they're going to see more often. But yeah, I think this big gap in here. So yeah, so you can occasionally slide in pods inside that look like they're launching. This was a seriously thought. They thought this thing out.
I've kind of decided at this point. I've made jewelry for decades. I have made beaded tree ornaments and painted tree ornaments for decades. I've done that a lot. I've got a lot of supplies that I will never get through because it's work I can only do on occasion because of my issues. I'm going to go through it all and pick my favorites and stash all of the best of the findings and metals to twist, wire, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to mass donate and give to mom all the rest of the beading supplies and get them out of my house.
Okay.
Because I literally have multiple giant Rubbermaid totes filled with beads and beading supplies.
And even if you do live to a ripe old age, you'll still never get to them. So,
oh, I don't know. I've actually got multiple Rubbermaid totes full of finished jewelry too.
Okay.
She'd have to be Mother Abigail though, be able to use up all that.
I was calculating a little bit of all the photos I have of the stuff I've made over the last couple decades, and from what I can tell, I have made about 40,000 pairs of earrings alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, just remember when people say that I'm just a little housewife, I'm lazy. And the stuff I make, I rarely keep money from. Yeah. When I make it, I either sell it and use it to fundraise for people in need, or I give it away to people to help people in need, or for holidays or Christmases or stuff to cheer people up. So I'm doing this stuff out of the kindness of my heart and hemorrhaging money to do things for other people with it.
Yeah. I'm going to go get Miss Thing her soda here and deal with some trash here.
So things a lot of people here don't know about me.
Ow.
I remember when a certain person that I used to be close to in these communities was having problems with his poverty and stuff, and trying to lose his home with his mom back before he lost her. And they were trying to fundraise to make money to keep him from losing his place and get him Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I sat there on stream with the guys that I was introducing him to help him get more people to help fundraise, making and selling necklaces on air to help him pay for shit. And he still stabbed me in the back.
What an asshole.
That's why I said I have very little faith in mankind. I try to be generous and kind as much as I can. And mostly I get fucked over for my kindness.
Yes, dear.
Don't let her fool you. She wants penis juice. Yes, juice.
He's in the kitchen.
Sometimes he still hears me. Depends on how you have your system up. It's worth trying.
I'm on my iPad.
Yeah, sometimes he still hears me when he's out there. So I'm sitting here and I'm beading because it does de-stress me. I'm moving more to doing this because it's one of the few activities that even when I'm ticking, the worst I'm going to do is spill a bunch of beads that I have to scrape back off and start over. It's not as dangerous to damage as some of the other stuff. And ticks wrong with beading tools are not good. Let's just say I've had some pretty jagged cuts from some of those tools when I have ticks over the years. So I think, bearing in mind my nerve damage, the fact that my ticks will get worse as I get older because of also having nerve damage. Fucking wish you would mute when he does that. It's like fucking nails on a chalkboard.
All right.
It hurts. Big. Ugh. I know that my muscle issues and tics will get worse as I get older because of all the nerve damage I have and other conditions. So realizing that, trying to keep a bunch of projects for beading when beading requires that they're working with all these sharp, jagged tools and metal, probably not a functional thing for my future. So accepting that I'm going to have to move more to like diamond art and more sedated things that don't have a lot of sharp edges and shit like that, where mistakes can be fixed and it's not as big of a deal. That's going to just have to be part of my reality going forward. And based on everything that everyone sent me this year, I have enough diamond arts to last me the next decade. So
Ugh.
I'm going to purge a lot of my stuff because I need more room.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my paint, but I only can paint on occasions. I'm also keeping the paint because I also use it on the backgrounds of the diamond darts when I'm done.
Oh, honey.
What?
Don't they have some sort of big, like Indian market thing every year?
Well, that's the powwow. So, yeah.
Well, not just the powwow. There's another thing.
Yeah, they do an Indian market up at the
Denver Merchandise Market.
Yeah.
I only remember it because there was one time when I asked you to go there and get an autograph from Gil Birmingham.
Yeah.
When he was out there, and
Yeah.
you couldn't get it because they were charging for the autograph. But
Yeah.
When I was a kid, charging for autographs really wasn't common.
Yeah.
Long lines for them was, but charging wasn't.
Well, I think we can blame the onset of, where people could just, get one autograph and then start running off copies.
Yeah, I remember that one year we went to.
Never mind.
Sorry?
I was going to say, well, to be fair, there's always been people who were fraud signatures and other shit like that.
Yeah.
They even deal with that. I love that in some of those stupid redneck junk shows and stuff like that, where they think they found some great score and they find out all the signatures are faked. It's like, haha.
Well, in this case, it's like, it's their signature. Usually,
but when you copy it, it still isn't the same ink processing or shading or other stuff. It's not as secondary raised on. You can tell if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, even know what you're looking at, but they just.
And more of the people that buy this stuff know what they're fucking doing. So I don't buy that as the reason why they're doing this. I think it's pure greed, honestly. And honestly, while I'm very capitalist in most ways, I hate this whole concept of charging fans for a signature when they come to see you. It feels really shitty. It also kind of feels like saying, oh, poor fans aren't as important.
Oh, man.
And I'm capitalist in nature. I am. Everyone kind of fucking knows that about me.
Oh, one of the things.
I don't like it.
One of the items is the Cerritos Crew Handbook here. One of the items back here, they show this is a fun Cerritos Bingo. Things to do while you're on there. Complete 10 items from the list below. Don't get caught. Let's see. 1. Play a full game of 0G volleyball behind the deflector dish. Let's see. Replicator challenge. Last a full minute with your head in the mess replicator set to chug. Easy difficulty, cantaloupe puree. Medium difficulty, grits. Hard difficulty, steak tartare. And nightmare difficulty, whatever Dr. Miglimo last ordered. He's a bird. It's usually worms. Spend one night in sickbay without Dr. Tiana knowing. She's a Cation. She sees things. You'll scratch the hell out of her. Touch the bottom of the pool in cetacean ops. For cetacean officers, touch the roof of the gymnasium. A couple of very nice beluga whales there. One is a little horny. Last 10 minutes in the Defrin root swamp beneath the hydroponics bay. Bring snacks. Wear the hat in the captain's ready room. I'm pretty sure Captain Freeman does not like you messing with her stuff. So, get away with that one. Spot for ransom, but turn the gravity up to 1.3%. Ask Shax to tell you a story about his time in the Resistance to get to the end without barfing/passing out. Space jump from the aft of the saucer to the secondary hull. Tribble race.
Bob.
And the last one, race trip. And last one, put your comm badge on the right-hand side, comb your hair the opposite way, see how far through your shift you get before being thrown in the brig.
See.
And whoever was in this, they managed to do the triple race, asking Shax about the story, the war stories, and spending a night in dark with some sick bay.
Owie.
And that's the thing. This show has the ratings and the support to go forever.
Oh, hey.
The problem is Alex Kurtzman is a jealous little fuck, and he can't stand that someone's doing better than his ideas.
Bob.
That's not hard anyway.
Yeah, I know that his ideas suck.
Remember that one year when we went to, I think it was Starfest, and they only had like a few people there that weren't charging for autographs?
Yeah, actually, it was.
It was when John Travolta was out there.
Well, yeah, but of course he was. If he did it on him, but Dean Devlin was out there with the cast of Eight-Legged Freaks, and they set up in a room just off the atrium, and just in a line with the David Arquette and a few other and some other, and say, "Hey, come on out, free out!" And yeah, the line stretched all the way through the hotel.
I find it really sad that we're at a point where it's like you have to announce that you're not going to overcharge your fans for caring about you.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there's a stimmy for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta say though, David Arquette dressed weird.
David Arquette is fucking weird, period.
For him, he was dressed rather sedately. He's just taking a yellow check
this
suit.
This doesn't show as much here, but this is more stable.
Mm-hmm.
But
he was in a yellow check suit, which for him is rather, sedate.
Yeah, remember when I asked him about how he met
Courtney
Cox?
Yeah. He basically stalked her for a while, and she said, "Okay, fine, I'll go on a date."
And then Rick Overton's reaction was
from a restraining order to a proposal. So romantic.
Well, she's not better if you look at their history and the shit she did too. It's like Courtney Cox and Courtney Love, I swear, in some ways are sisters in spirit. The abusive psycho shit they do to the guys with them.
Yeah, and he had issues to begin with, so it didn't help. Yeah.
To be fair, I think there's a fine line between really loving somebody and just really trying to win their hearts and stalking. And it's a line, honestly, if I listened to half the stories that my parents have told me about their relationship past, Dad did not follow very carefully. They sent him to California to get him away from her for a year while she was married to the other guy because he was so obsessed with her still and didn't want to get over her. And he was with somebody else out there. And when he proposed to that woman, she said, "Oh, why don't you just go back to Debbie?"
So, okay, I will.
And basically, he came back about time she was escaping the psycho abuser. And he's like, "Hey, cool, I can help her out."
Destiny.
The comedian I play for you sometimes, Tim Hawkins. When we got off stream, I have to play you his stalker song. Mom used to play it for Dad.
Oh boy.
Those are the faces he makes in this song while he's performing it. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the plastic wrap they put on this thing. But at the same time, the way they were shipping them, I can see why they wanted it pinned into the actual staples so it wouldn't come loose in the shipping and ruin the mat. But it does make it a little harder to get it back off.
I think this weekend I might finally finish this ship. As far as the painting goes.
I would love to see you actually try the diamond arts, Bob, because I actually know a lot of guys who like doing these.
Yeah.
They just like doing them with either more universal art, like Starry Night and stuff, or more masculine stuff, like, Diamond Art Club has a shitload of Lord of the Rings stuff and things like that.
Yeah, I found one of Daisy Duke. That'll be one.
Probably out there. You can find almost anything if you know where you're looking. How about find some of Jessica Rabbit, right? Hey, we're not bad chicks.
I got a gorgeous one it's sofa size. It's with the General Lee jumping over Roscoe.
Oh God, you just
the
made
main
good little sound card in there. Hit the button on the thing.
Yeah, you just made me think of one of my favorite memes.
Can I finish this? If he kept interrupting me. I was actually trying to let him know something. The main one of the General Lees, the car they used for most of it, when they were destroying all the artifacts in the South, was bought and preserved by a car museum out in South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
So they actually do have it.
Yeah. There are quite a few that survived.
But they have the main one that was used for most of the show. They have certification from the studio on that.
Okay, yeah. I think there probably were a couple of hero cars that they didn't take jumps over.
Yeah, there were a lot of cars that they used for jumps all the time that did not last long.
No.
They weren't built to last long.
Because one guy found the very first one they used in the pilot. And they identified that they used it later on in the show. They repainted as a junker that the boys found. But it's the only one that had a chrome strip along the bumper.
I was never into that show, but my family was. Yeah. So, what do you want?
Yeah,
it's not my style.
Found it in a junkyard down there around Covington, Georgia.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting that horrible plastic removed to get the clean wax papers put on.
Ooh, honey.
The plastics they sell these things with her.
Yeah.
Where was that one guy who bought that model of the Red October from?
I don't know exactly who's up. I think Dave Blass was talking about it. I think it was a friend of his or the other. But the thing the size of a fucking, like it's in the kitchen, but it's like it's taking up the entire kitchen. The thing's gigantic. So I imagine you better get this thing out of here before your wife gets home.
He's moving it to his office, dear. In fact,
I hope he's got a big fucking office.
Yeah, one of the latest articles I read.
The thing's at least 20 feet long.
Yeah, one of the latest articles I read on that said he's going to hang it from the ceiling in his office, and he's going to pose it in what is known as the Crazy Ivan. The turn that Ramius supposedly makes, like at the bottom of every hour.
Okay.
It's going to be in a slight right turn.
Like you could tell that from just hanging stationary. I think it had to hang it because it was got a high enough ceiling. It's all you can do with it.
Yeah, I love these pieces, but boy, this plastic they did not make easy to remove.
Well,
again, though, I think I'd rather spend a little time scraping the plastic off than have it get damaged in shipping.
Yeah.
The Red October is not the only model that he bought from that movie. He also bought the Canaveral.
Yeah.
Am I your only viewer on this stream right now?
Oh. It's just a case of I'm doing it for the reruns,
You did it all for the nookie, huh?
Mm.
I've made more bad jokes with that song over the years.
No, I'll get
Hey,
you.
I wrote up a whole version of it that was I did it all for the Wookiee. I know I'm not the only one to make a Wookiee version of that, but mine was fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, honey. I was just on YouTube earlier, and
Congrats.
the guys made that that game of Redneck song.
Okay.
Yeah, they've also got one called Redneck World, as in Redneck Park is what it's called.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Redneck versus Jurassic Park.
I'm not a Thanksgiving person, so I'm already dipping into Christmas now.
Yeah.
So I was re-listening to Jeff Foxworthy's Christmas album he did the other day.
Oh.
I don't know if Steph's actually listened to the album he did, but she should.
I know I've heard his 12 Days of Redneck Christmas.
Yeah, that's a base one for Christmas. How about the 30-pointer Christmas? Tale number 3. Okay, we need to get off stream because I've got shit to play for you guys.
And that's what these bitches are going on a sex strike. And wear blue head wristbands to show them that. I've been responding to that with just gifts of Bill Engvall. Here's your sign.
Let me put you this way. It's going to have the opposite effect if you go, we're not going to have sex unless you let us have abortions. It's like, great, then you don't need the abortions now because you're not having sex.
Yeah. It's another case of hateful little bitches like you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place. So, yay, no pressure here.
When the whole fluke era happened and they did the no sex stripe like a decade and a half ago, I hosted a group that grew quite big during the time over on Facebook, which was called the Lots of Sex Strike. Basically, it was every time those bitches opened their mouths, we had more sex with our husbands and bragged about it to them.
Oh.
I happen to know that led to a lot of babies being born in that group.
Yeah.
Oy.
Like whose stupid idea was No Nut November?
That was actually a male idea, and it's supposedly to support testicular cancer
by taking on a practice that probably actually
increases
the chance of it. Yeah.
I didn't say it was an intelligent one.
Yes, health tip, kids. You want to keep you want to flush them. They want to flush the testes and the prostate regularly.
Jack off.
Well, whatever. Jack off, fuck something. No, but encourage those wet dreams. You need to flush it because the thing is, if the stuff stays
give
in
someone
there,
you love a pearl necklace. Come on.
Yeah, if you let the stuff sit, it can go bad. Okay.
Sorry. That just reminded me of the show.
A pearl necklace you got?
No, there was a show that Bob and I were watching.
No, I never been able to do that one either.
Yeah,
you baby.
Hey,
mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Anyway.
Yes, but you're always talking. I mean.
Yeah, anyway, we were watching this show called The Joe Schmo Show. Basically, they'd bring in this guy that was supposed to be like this everyman sort of person, and
he thinks it's like The Bachelor or something, but it's all fake.
Yeah. But in the second season, they did the same thing. Only one of the girls figured out what was going on, and they also made her kind of a, another contestant or whatever you want to call it. But the guy in that scenario, whenever he would, go to ask a girl on a date, he'd say, "May I give you a pearl necklace?" And Bob knew what that was right on.
Yeah.
That's when you look at him and go, "Sure, would you like to be snowballed while we're at it?"
Oh. Mm.
Sorry, did I say that?
Never mind. I'll just go jack off. Yeah.
Hey, at least it's not felching.
God.
You know what that one is, right?
Yeah. Even the word sounds foul. Okay.
Hey, go look on Urban Dictionary for a dirty Chewy. Dirty Chewbacca and see what it says.
Oy.
Is it anything like a filthy Sanchez?
Not really. I'm not sure what it says about me that I know all these terms.
There are certain things I think I'd rather just live in ignorance. Okay.
Oh, but this one's actually funny.
Yeah.
Dirty Chewy, huh?
Dirty Chewy, dirty Chewbacca, I think it usually is listed as. It cracked me up at least, but I'm demented.
All right, well, there's a song. There's a meme. This is an Urban Dictionary.
Mm-hmm. There's some terms I won't tell you to look up because I think it actually makes you nauseous.
Oh, dear God.
Okay. Shall we
No.
get off street?
You
Just-
don't want to know. Okay?
Just tell her, come on.
If you're that worried about it, look it
Put
up
it
yourself.
in private.
No, I'm not
Yes,
even doing that.
put it in
No,
private.
look it up yourself. You got a fucking iPad. You know how to do a Google search.
I can't do it while I'm on stream though.
Then you can do it later. I will not be a party to that. Okay.
Bob, just put it in private, okay?
I already closed the tab.
Bob,
Big baby.
All right.
come on.
Fine.
I find people are funny. Maybe I have a warped sense of humor that goes darker than Bob's does. Some of the stuff that makes him go, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm not having a part in saying that." I'm sitting there laughing, going, "But it's funny."
Okay, actually, click on the.
Just type it in the chat. Don't
Actually,
send me a
the-
link or anything.
Actually, this one's not quite so disgusting. I get actually click on the Urban Dictionary.
Show me which descriptions you got, and I'll tell you if it's.
Well,
it's
let me
the main one
put
that I've seen.
this in private here. That's what I get when I actually click on the thing.
Yes, that's what I was trying to reference you to.
Okay, well, what I was coming up with, I think it's probably a Filthy Sanchez.
Yeah, that's not the same. People.
Why
There's
it's
some
showing
people
up?
who are
Right now.
stupid and mix them up together. See, Dirty Chewy's different. It's funny. Want to say it out loud?
Oh, God.
That one, I guess, so what I was seeing, like, no.
Hang on. I gotta get back in there. Fucking hell. Damn it. I just bounced myself out by mistake.
Well, you know where the link is. Okay. Remove
Oops.
that.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny though.
No, what is showing up in the Google search though, it's like
Yeah, and that's
it's
not even
matching.
one of the main ones. It's a comment somebody made on one
Yeah.
that for some reason came up in the description.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's gross. But
Yeah, that I think that's a Filthy Sanchez.
the first description and the creation of the term is that one, and I will freaking tell people. So the first version of it and the one that counts. When a girl is deep throating you and you pinch her nipples right as you come so that the scream paired with the warm liquid and dick and throat will produce a sound similar to Chewbacca's growl. So if you want to wrap this up, I'll actually set up a few things to share with you.
All right. We've been out about an hour, so.
I just spent a little while prepping those ones. And I also got a good section of this done.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
No, I got my rants done early on, so that'll be the draw to
That'll also give me a chance to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
We have to start with the 30-pointer Christmas.
So for copyright reasons, we'll be ending it now, kids. So we will talk.